I'd like to give you a little bit of background about Joy Harris. And I come from many decades of working in a corporate environment many years ago as team leader and supervisor, but I always gravitated to the position of manager, such as the manager of a department. And then later, I got my PMP, which is project management professional, and I became a project manager for multi-million dollar projects for mostly Fortune 400 companies. And these are some of the big companies. You can actually look on my LinkedIn and see some of the projects that I've led. And at this point, I am not working on corporate projects, but I am working with busy executives. And many times they are looking to resolve some of their challenges, either in the workplace or in their personal life. And of course, I work with people who are not even in the corporate environment. But one of the ways that I got started in my early career as the manager of a department is I found out that it was a customer service department, and it included technical service, technical writing, and it was in we'll just say like a factory environment where our desks were the old type gray. I had a nice cube, but my folks just sat in a couple of bullpens, like the technical people had a bullpen, and a lot of people just sat out in the open area. And it was just tile floor. But our sales department was in a different building, and they had fancy carpet on the floor. And when even their lobby was more beautiful than our offices. And I ended up having high turnover in my department. And I went to HR and I said, why in the world do you keep taking my employees and my team members and move them on to the sales office? It's just too glamorous over there. I don't think my people are unhappy, but why in the world? And he explained that one of the reasons why they come from my department, and of course they want to better themselves, so they apply for either lateral moves or, of course, an upgrade in our company. And he said, you have the best onboarding plan, you have the best training of your team, and you have standard operating procedures well documented, and you have good morale in your department. And most times people are sorry to leave. However, it is a compliment to you that you keep growing our employee staff. And when they're ready to move on, when they came from your department, we know that they're going to work out in their new role. So I took that as accomplishment, as my own personal accomplishment. But that happened again, and this was decades later, as I was a project manager, and each project manager was assigned a coordinator. And before you know it, my coordinators kept getting snatched up and going on to other projects. And you might think there's a possibility they weren't happy with me. And when they left, they either asked to move to another project, or they were contacted by the director level people and asked them if they wanted to work on a new project that was coming up. And I said, I am going through coordinators pretty swiftly. And this was a 100% remote job. And the exact same answer. You have onboarding documents that the other project managers don't have for their team, and you have complete and thorough training. You give people one-on-one attention. You have one-on-one access to you besides the meetings, your regularly scheduled meetings. You literally ask people, will you put 15 minutes on my calendar? I'd like to go over something with just you. But it does help for that person to feel open to be able to speak to you. So what happened is I felt like I've been coaching people for decades, even though it was a corporate job in department management or project management. And I felt very well suited to start my coaching business, which is the feeling of joy can help. And I am willing to work with everyone on a one-on-one basis, wherever they are in their journey and however they might feel stuck, or if they absolutely feel like, I just know there's something else. I know there's more, and I'm ready to step up. So I appreciate being able to share a little bit of the story of Joy Can Help Coaching, a little bit about Joy Can Help Your Coach. And I thank you so much for listening.